Now, we've all had favorite places that we like to shop that unfortunately, eventually, we had to say goodbye to. For many, the biggest ones were probably the big chain toy stores like KB Toys and Toys R Us. There was also Ames, the department store, which had awesome clothes and toys as well. I'm not sure exactly how far that, company stretched, but I know there was one here, and then there was one a little ways away in Maryland. But not all family favorite stores are part of a chain. Today marks the final day of an amazing family-owned grocery store in Corryville, Pennsylvania, known as Ferguson and Hassler. It was one of the first real jobs I had coming out of high school and left one of the most memorable marks on my life. I worked in the deli in there and met so many amazing people. One of the ladies, most of it was ladies, one of them we all called Grammy because she was the eldest of two ladies named Kathy. So it made it easy not to get them mixed up. We had another lady who was Amish, and her personality really touched my heart because she took really good care of her horse. So if there was ever a day that he seemed kind of off, she would get someone to pick her up and take her home so she didn't have to push him. Now, among the friends and memories, there was also a lady who loved to give everyone a nickname. And she tried to she was one of those fun people. She liked to wear fun socks and stuff like that. She had a little trouble coming up with my nickname, but eventually she settled on Doodle Doo, and partly because I like to draw, so that fit. And I'd found a Scooby-Doo visor that I ended up wearing, and I still have that. I don't know where it is right now, but I still have it, and I plan to keep it as a memory from working there. Now, another memorable thing, an event that Ferguson and Hassler had was one day out of the year, and I believe it was a Wednesday, not 100% sure. Vendors would come in and set up stands all around the store so that people could come in and sample their products. So basically, you could just go in at lunchtime and boom, there's your lunch all around the store while you're shopping. Now, not only do I miss the friends that I made there, but I will miss a lot of the store's homemade deli salads. My favorite was their ham salad, and it's because it was made from different types of deli ham, just all chopped up, mixed together, and then with the mayo and whatever else went in it. It was so good, and I would take slices of Cooper cheese and just roll the ham salad up in it and eat it like a snack. It was so good. I also love their broccoli salad, which, and now a lot of broccoli salads are about the same, but theirs was different. They put Cooper sharp cheese in theirs, and Cooper is one of my favorite, probably my favorite deli cheese. And also put bacon in it. So when it was fresh made, it was the best because the bacon was still kind of crispy. And my other favorite, which I would really love to get the recipe for, if anybody out there has it, their coleslaw. It was a sweet coleslaw. I didn't even like coleslaw. And then the one guy in the deli was like, you gotta at least try theirs. If you don't like coleslaw, try theirs. You'll like it. Sure enough, one bite, and I was in. Now, since then I've developed a taste for coleslaw, but none is as good as that one. And in my opinion, none will ever be as good. That's just because it was my first taste of coleslaw that I actually enjoyed. Now I know most people know them for the chicken salad, and fortunately for those people, it will continue to be made by the store and company that is taking over called Giant. Now, this is kind of ironic because when I got my job at Ferguson and Hesser, obviously it was part-time. I also got part-time at Giant. And so, at least I had to make sure that, schedules wouldn't conflict. So it's like some days I'd be going to one and some I'd be going to the other. And, I ended up quitting Giant because they cut hours, and I hated that. And at least I knew I could keep a set schedule and not lose hours working at Ferguson and Hassler. I don't know if Giant still does that, but that was just probably because I was a cashier, and honestly hated cashiering. It was horrible. It's horrible anywhere you go. I will never ever cashier again. There is no amount of money on this earth that would get me to deal with that again. But anyway, of all the places that I've worked, I will honestly say Ferguson and Hassler is my favorite, even though I've been with Walmart longer. Unfortunately, it's about the money. And no matter what happens in that building after today, there will always be a place in the hearts of those who are on the front lines daily to make Ferguson and Hassler another treasured memory in the history of Corryville.